What is up, Bodyweight exercise fans? It's a nice, peaceful morning here in northern Greece. I'm about to train, and lately I find myself getting more and more into cardiosthenics, which, for those who don't know what that is, it's basically a way of marrying calisthenics with cardio. And especially for guys who could never find a way to enjoy cardio, like me in the past, who could never make it part of their training routines, it's also a way to make cardio a lot more enjoyable. Plus, it's a very effective hybrid way of training. So today's cardiosthenic routine is a great way to slowly dip your toes into this type of training if you haven't tried it yet, since it's one of the most effective minimal cardiosthenics routines you can do. Give it a try and let me know what you think. Okay, so our workout begins with 2 minutes of jogging, so let's get started. To be practical, figure out a 2-minute lap you can jog around, or a spot that is a 60-second jog away from your main workout location in order to run back and forth to. Next, we move to a push-pull superset, meaning a push exercise followed by a pull exercise with no break in between. So, start by picking your favorite push exercise. My favorite choice here usually are gymnastic ring chest dips. Some other great options are push-ups and pike or handstand push-ups if you want to focus more on the shoulders. Next, pick your favorite pull exercise. My weapon of choice here will usually be chest to bar pull-ups, but because I'm giving the body some rest from all pulling kinds of exercises this week, I'll be doing my favorite alternative exercise that is also equipment free in case you don't have a pull-up bar or gymnastic rings, which are weighted prone angels. One of the reasons I like this exercise so much is because it's great for reversing bad posture if you spend a lot of time of the day hunched over a screen, and compared to other pull exercises, they also target similar muscles of the back. During your jogs, your goal is always to be around zone 2. This means that you don't want to push yourself too hard. You want to keep your heart rate low and just use this time basically to loosen up and recover for your next burpee and core superset. Moving to a lower body plyometric exercise and core superset. Here, you want to pick a plyometric exercise that targets the lower body. My favorite choice are usually plyo burpees, which are strict burpees that focus on the vertical jump. So try to jump as high as possible and don't do the typical half-hearted type of CrossFit burpee that has zero spring to it. This way, you'll see that 12 reps are more than enough for your legs to be spent and to stimulate lower body strength, explosiveness, and hypertrophy. After our lower body plyometric exercise, we'll be switching to a core exercise. My favorite choice here are leg raises from a hollow body hold position, and some other great choices can be any plank basically that you find challenging, such as a basic plank for beginners, the pick and twist plank, or the one arm and one leg plank if you're a more advanced calisthenics trainee. And that's it. Without any rest in between rounds, we switch again to a 2-minute jog, allowing your body to recover from your first round while keeping your heart rate up. Again, your average heart rate here and during the rest of the workout should be between a zone 2 and maximum zone 3. During plyo burpees, for example, it makes sense for your heart rate to climb up to a zone 3 or even 4, maybe sometimes. But for the rest of the exercises, you should always be around zone 2. So you can keep your jogging pace as slow as you need it to be, as long as you don't stop running. This will increase fat loss, it will promote cardiovascular health and endurance, while also allowing yourself to spare enough energy for your strength exercises. I recommend a total of 3 rounds, which will keep this workout below 25 minutes, since each round will take about 8 minutes. If you're a complete beginner, 2 rounds can be more than enough, but if you're more advanced and you want to kick it up a notch, you can also go for 4 or even 5 rounds. Regarding reps and intensity, aim for an amount of reps that keeps you close to technical failure, but also a number that you can keep consistent across sets. The first time you do this workout, I recommend being a bit conservative with your reps in the beginning, since the workout can feel too easy initially, but keep in mind that fatigue will build up gradually.
And done.
All right, workout done in less than 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so. 3 rounds, more than enough, especially if you're into high frequency training, as I am. I like to train almost every day, so 5 to 6 times a week. I performed a lot better than I expected today. And the reason for that is probably that I bounced back. Basically, the rebound effect from my deload week kicked in a little bit sooner than I expected. What else? Cardiosthenics. So you have been seeing me doing a lot of cardiosthenics, and you might have noticed how that has helped in terms of body composition. So it's definitely helped me get leaner. Of course, the Superhero Challenge the last 6 weeks also helped me get a lot more, basically build muscle and lose fat at the same time. So I got some pretty good body recomposition the last 2 months, which are both a result of Cardiosthenics and my Superhero Bodyweight workout plan. The other reason I love Cardiosthenics is because because of the mood boosting effects it has. It combines the best out of 2 worlds, in my opinion, cardio and strength training, which both have so much to offer when it comes to improving your mood. They both offer similar but also different effects regarding mood. Some things you get from strength training that you don't get from cardio, and vice versa. This is one of the reasons that I've been wanting to get back into cardio lately. I just couldn't find a way to do it because I never really liked cardio until I figured out how to combine it with calisthenics and turn it into my new form of training, cardiosthenics, which I really love lately. And since feeling good, dealing basically with mood swings and stuff like that, for me has been always a battle ever since I was a kid. Since I was having a little bit of an extra challenge lately, I was thinking, what can I do to boost things from a fitness perspective as well? And cardiosthenics, especially at the beginning of the day, seem to work miracles for keeping your mood stable during the rest of the day, feeling good, reducing anxiety and all that existential angst you might have, or regular life angst you might have, whatever the case. So Cardiosthenics works wonders in my opinion. Amazing for body recompositioning, amazing for overall being in shape, feeling strong, getting lean, working on that cardiovascular endurance, working on cardiovascular health as well, because your biceps and your chest are not the only important muscles. You have a muscle right here, a little bit more in the left from the middle, that is also very important if you want to live long, if you want to be healthy overall. Lately, I'm also including more footage of me training live. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to share with you how I train, the amount of effort I put, which is also important. One of the reasons I think that most people don't see serious results with calisthenics is because they just don't push themselves hard enough. And that is tricky, a little bit trickier compared to training with weights, where you have more metrics to make sure you're pushing yourself enough. But with calisthenics, you also have to have a better feeling of it. You have to focus more on mind to muscle cues, and you have to find ways to ensure that you are pushing yourself hard enough to make progress, but also not too hard that you are overtraining, that you're not recovering properly and all that. So this is a whole different topic. If you find it interesting, let me know. I'll include, you can leave a comment below, and I'll make sure I'll start working on a video regarding this, on how can you measure if you're pushing yourself hard enough. There are some ways to do this, for example, rep tempo. Comparing your rep tempo during the first repetitions and the last is one of those. And, there are all kinds of different ways you can make sure that you are doing this right, that you're pushing yourself hard enough. So that was all for today. Enough babbling, and until next time, keep on training. Okay, moving on to a superset of dips and prone angels.
I usually take it easy during the first set, especially now in the morning. I want to allow my body to wake up, and during the second and third round, I will push things a bit harder. Reps with 2-liter bottles. Good start. Okay, time for a burpee and core superset. Leg raises for my core exercise from a hollow body position, which makes a big difference. You want your back to be always flat and pushing against the ground.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Switch up the flow, show you the way that it go. God is good, but his life is hard. I think it's better when you grind small. I'm just really trying to leave a mark. We tired of being who they say we are.
If you're accustomed to hollow body exercises, then you know that the toughest part is the lowering down of the feet and not the bringing the feet upwards portion. So first superset was more of a warm-up set. I think I got 15 dips and around 12 prone angels. Now I'm gonna aim for 25 dips and 18 to 20 prone angels per round. Let's see how I do.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
This isn't a robbery. Hands in the sky if you got a dream. Learn nothing was blocking me. I was the problem, the only one stopping me. I didn't like it, I had to refocus. Now I'm devoted, I know where I'm going. Controlling emotions, I'm owning the moment. In order to get it, see, you gotta want it.
Feeling quite good today. I think I might get even more reps during the third and last round.
Be the best, came from the endless. I ain't with the games, bitch, you with the chest. Beating on my chest, trying to get my rest. Watch me while I flex. Every win is a blessing, and every L is a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Right, ready for our plyo burpees, which are strict burpees that focus on the jumping portion of the rep. You know, you don't have that half-fainted type of CrossFit reps. You want to get as much as altitude as possible, so that way you can focus on the legs. Normally, you shouldn't rest like I'm doing right now, but since I have some cool tips to share, That's the reason I'm pausing a bit. So let's go. 12 plyo burpees.
Checks big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate. We ain't selling short, no to work. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I'll be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. And we coming for them bags that they said I couldn't have. Get the 10. I got a vision for the things.
And 12. Moving on to hollow body leg raises. Again, the lowering part is where you want to focus on. This is the hardest part, to keep your lower back flat on the floor. No, otherwise, instead of training abs, you just end up training hip flexors. Kind of lost count, but I think I'm at 7. All right, 2 minutes of jogging again. Round 2 is done. Okay, ready for my final round of dips. The goal was 25 reps during my last 2 rounds, but I'm feeling specifically quite strong today. So let's see if I can get a bit more than that. Maybe 30 or 35. Nice. 33, if I counted correctly. Oh, 17, and ready for the last super burpee core set. All right, final set. Good stuff. Short but effective workout. And especially if you do high frequency like me, if you train almost every day, you really don't need more than 3 quality sets like that.